CSL music team. And we are CSL Dallas, a spiritual community deep in the heart of Texas, connecting with kindred spirits around the world. And you're invited to experience or dive right into our powerful teachings, practices, mystical experiences, and heart-opening connections. And today we're joined with the fabulous Dr. Tracy Brown as we're following our deepest desires. So join us as we will learn to grow ourselves, co-create with the universe, experience joy, all while transforming the world one life at a time. We're so glad that you're here with us today in community. So let's get this party started right and get out of your seats and welcome the CSL Dallas music team.
Make me an instrument. instrument of peace. Yeah, I'm a wiggly instrument of peace. My name's Deirdre. Tinker, I am your platform person for the day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wiggling and having joy. And now we're going into peace, right? Chia right now. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me in that. So we'd like you to make sure that you mark your calendar for October 5th because we are going to join internationally acclaimed teacher, musician, and spiritual guide, Lisa Ferrero. You may know of her. She is going to give us a transformative day of music and message. She will kick off the experience as our special guest as the musician for the Sunday celebration at 10:30 Central Time. I have to calm down again. I just really love her. If you've seen her before, she is magical, and she writes a lot of the songs that we sing. So she's going to be in our sanctuary, and she will be live streamed. So after the celebration at 1 p.m., you're in for a treat with her workshop, and it's entitled Living Presence, Sacred Joy. So drawing from this timeless wisdom of Rumi, which was a 13th century Sufi mystic and poet, we will have a modern day mystic and poet. That's not written here, but that's how I think she is. Because Lisa weaves poetry, music, and meditation into a deep and nourishing inward journey. Participants are reminded of the beloved within and are greatly guided back to the innate wholeness. This workshop includes guided and silent meditation to cultivate mindfulness and inner stillness, live music and chanting to open our hearts and elevate our spirits, reflections on sacred poetry, and affirmation as portals to the divine presence, contemplative practices to access sacred joys in everyday life. So there's group sharing and silent presence to foster connection and community. So please mark your calendars for October 5th and watch for tickets that are going on sale. And with that, we are now going to very mystically say our purpose. Here we go. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, and transforming lives. So it is. Yay. Now we're going to go from heaven back to earth. We're going to talk about money. Here you go. We're creating heaven on earth. So with money, sometimes we find it elusive. And do you feel that there is never enough prosperity in your life to just relax? Well, let's remember that prosperity is our birthright. If you want to heal your relationship with money, create a healthy financial life yourself, and build on abundance that you already have, spiritual economics is the course for you. The course provides with powerful tools. It brings forth financial abundance which you are seeking. We will be using Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth. This is the basis for the course where you will learn to uncover and release your limiting beliefs that are around money, learn the simple technique to call prosperity into your life, develop a greater understanding of the metaphysical principles that govern our financial wellness. It's never too late to find financial freedom. So register today by going to csldallas.org/education, and you, too, can learn the powerful principle of prosperity and how to create unlimited abundance in your life. And now we're going to go to a volunteer slide because we have so many people that we would like to thank who helped us with the annual Adventures in Spirit stuffing party. This was not getting ready for Thanksgiving. We did not stuff turkeys. We stuffed the mailer that you may have received maybe last week or so. So if you're here and you could stand up, we would like to honor you. So here we go. We have J.L. Summers, Valerie Aponte, Jerry Miller, Ronnie Issa, Joe Tinker, Darlene Franklin, Ann Fisher, Jim Barong, Deirdre Tinker, Lauren Trey, Tom Baldry, Ty Schauster, Sharon Rainey, Dawn Upkong, Betty Smith, Faye Abdul Salam, Randy Stern, and Denise Ackerman. And here they are, folks. Oh, there are more. We have so many volunteers. Look, we have another one. So keep standing. Come on, get up on your feet. Judith Mercer, Lydia Perry, Septima Thomas, Unsalade Edwards, Kia Tillman, Gerald Green, Kyle Galbraith, Galbraith. Yes, I know that name. Bakari Issa and Sandy Stem. Okay, thank you. I didn't see her stand. Okay, I'll just point at you. You didn't stand. It's all right. Okay, now we're going to settle into this morning with our lovely music team. We have Candy, Cleo, Stephanie, Patrick, Aaron, and Glenda. Did I get everybody? Yep, we added some. And our lovely, lovely band, Brad, Jonathan, and Matt's back. So thank you. Oh, and we're going to settle even more, go into a whole nother space with the magnanimous, the magnificent Sherry Wood.
You to go within, settling into that quiet place that is already there. It already lives within you as you, waiting on you to step into the quietude, into the stillness, letting go of the chatter, letting go of the noise, coming home to yourself, being present to that one life that lives within you as you, the I am that I am. That I am love, that I am peace, that I am joy. So this morning, let us open our hearts, our minds, to that place within that calls our name, and bring it into our daily lives to be that presence of peace, to be that presence of love, to be that presence of joy. For what I know to be true is that love and joy and peace dispels the darkness, dispels hatred every time. Every time. So be that light, be that love, be that joy today. Be that I am that you came here to be. So breathing into that space, that inner sanctum of solitude, of quiet, of stillness. Come home. Come home. And so it is.
I will make a quiet place, a quiet place. the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Herald what your mother said. Read the books your father read. Try and solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you. Others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you. Sometimes you'll find it hard to keep the pace, but there's no need to fear, you got great power inside you. The best part is love is always holding the space. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be fast, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day.
Do we have a microphone on switch or do we have a microphone on switch? Oh my goodness. You got to be stronger, wiser, bolder, more loving. What else you got to be? Peaceful, wiser, kind. Ooh. So, as many or most of you know, today we're talking about following your deepest desire, and already this month, the theme is, right, creating a life. And what is the journey of life that allows you to create the kind of life that you love? And Dr. Petra introduced the month telling us that and sharing with us that we're going to focus on several elements of creating a life this month that allows you and me and all of us collectively to actually be intentional in moving from wherever we are now into that journey of life that leads to the place that we want to experience our best and our highest good. And so we've already talked about, and she's already kind of given us a dip into values and the spiritual principle that drives our values. And today we're going to dive into desire And then at the end of the month, we'll talk about relationships and how our contribution actually reflects the truth of what it means to create a life that you love. So I'm talking to you. I know I am. I'm talking to you. But there is a part of me, there is a part of my brain and my entire being that is still back at the song. I like in my head, it's like, yeah, I gotta be stronger. It's like in my whole body. Thank you so much. And I don't know if you were like me, but it wasn't just the words or the lyrics. It wasn't just Glenda's powerful and heartfelt singing of those words, but do we have the best musicians in the world? Right? And then I turned around from over there in the corner on the platform and saw that all of y'all were feeling it too. I don't know if I've ever seen and felt that energy where so many people are standing and dancing over here and dancing in the back of the room. And I'm going to trust that you online, that some of you were at home because you could dance like nobody was watching. And so however you were feeling the music and the message, this is what it feels like when we follow our desire and unleash it. Unleash it to be fully present in the world. So earlier this month, actually, Dr. Petra said this sentence: desire is so much more than wanting or dreaming or wishing or hoping. Desire is an innate and an intuitive knowing. Some of you will resonate with the phrase that I grew up with: if you know, you know. Or you know that you know that you know. Right? And you can't always really explain it, but you know it is the truth of life seeking to express in, as, and through you. That's the kind of desire that we're talking about today. We are not talking about, in our English, use of the English language, we do use the word desire kind of like, oh, well, I desire to get a bike for Christmas. No, I want a desire, or I want a bike, or maybe oh, yeah. When I was about 9 or 10 years old, I had a dream that I would get a bicycle, a two-wheel bicycle, and I wanted it to be black, which wasn't very common and definitely wasn't expected because a little girl should want a pink bicycle. But it's like, I have not ever wanted pink, like in my entire life, in my memory, not pastel pink anyway. And I wished for it. So I had a dream that, oh, that would be my dream, to get a new bike, a two-wheel bike. Oh, I'll be so happy if that happens. And then near Christmas or near my birthday, I would wish for it. Like, oh, please, 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 mommy, daddy, please, 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 Santa Claus God, give me, please, please, please. And I would hope, when I go look to see what's under the tree, it won't be under the tree because it'll be too big. It'll be a bite. That's different than desire, as we are talking about it from a spiritual perspective. Desire is that innate and intuitive knowing that this is the way that the best of spirit's highest vision is seeking to express in me, seeking to express as me, seeking to express through me. And it is a desire that is so innate, I can't think my way to it. I can't, as Dr. Petra talked about last week, I think, or the week before, I can't figure it out. I can't analyze my way to it because it is so deeply embedded within me that I can deny it. I can recognize it and go like, yeah, but I don't want to do that yet or ever. I think I'd say 90% of the ministers I have met have said, oh yeah, I knew I was going to be a minister, but I fought it as long as I could, right? That there was an innate and intuitive knowing that their purpose in life or their role in life or the next stage of their life was supposed to be helping people learn and practice whatever their spiritual belief system taught. And it would be like, I don't want to do that, but they knew it. Right? Have you ever had that happen in your life, that there are things that you know you've been called to do, the way that we talk about having a calling to do something, and we may or may not allow that to express through us. But that's the desire. It is the desire of spirit to demonstrate its best self as you, through you. So I'm spending a few minutes here on this because it's so critical to everything else that I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes, that we really understand the meaning and the context of the word desire as we are working through it today. So Dr. Petra gave us the head start on that, and then here's what Ernest Holmes had to say about it. Desire is the irresistible urge toward self-expression. It is an irresistible urge, even though you might deny it for a while. You might hide from it for a while because it may seem either very different from what you're doing, or it may seem like everything I know about it from a human perspective is going to make it really, really difficult. There are going to be all these challenges, and I do not want to have challenges. My life is really good right now, and I'm comfortable, and there's no big problems. Why would I ask for something that is going to be really challenging and make me shift or have to do things differently? You should do it because it is the irresistible, the sooner or later, irresistible urge. How many times have you, like me, been in situations where you hear that faint whisper encouraging you to make a major shift, and it's so quiet that you think, oh, what was that? And you don't change. And then it gets louder, but it's not pushing you. It is just becoming more consistent. This irresistible urge is usually very quiet, but it doesn't go away. Because what we know about being in alignment with the divine is that it doesn't have to push you. Usually when something is yelling and screaming at us from the inside out, usually that's ego. Usually that's the human message of, well, you would look really good if you spent too much money and bought that really fancy car that you love, but you can't really afford. And it's saying, go do it. Go test drive it. Go buy it. Go lease it. It'll be cheaper to lease it. Go lease it. Or, it's often about material things, or in our jobs, or in relationships that we're in. and we'll be hearing a very insistent message about what we need to buy or what we need to give or what we need to accept, even though we know that behavior of accepting it, the behavior that is hurting you, is not healthy. But that's usually ego or human analysis. This irresistible urge towards self-expression is often very quiet. Very quiet. Shift your life and go paint. Create art. Oh yeah, that would be fun. But I have all these bills. Well, that would be fun, but I'll be homeless in 6 months. That would be good. I feel so good when I paint. But there's a whole list of buts. That's ego. The irresistible urge will come back to you over and over again. The question is, are you willing to listen to it? Ernest Holmes also said the divine urge in describing what that is like. It is that inner desire to express life. And I would actually like to capitalize the L in life. It's the inner desire to express the perfection of spirit as only you can express it, as only I can express it. Then I know for sure it's a divine urge, not because I am the only one possible, but because I've been tapped on my shoulder. Some of you know the story of the burning bowl. Every January 1st, we do a burning bowl traditionally or historically here at CSLDallas, and we come in and we look forward to it. And so in 2009, oh, I don't even want to tell this story. But now I have to. In 2009, January 1st, we had our burning bowl, and we had this cool, very cool ritual where we started with really a 3-step process. And we do this annually, but the process is different every year. But the 3-step process that year was we came in and we did a whole piece around, what we wanted to let go of and leave in 2008. And, then we burn it up and make it go away. And it's, yes, I'm done with that. It's not happening anymore. I am never doing that again. It doesn't even exist in my consciousness. A little excitement. And then the second part of the process is like, let's just be here now. Be in a neutral place and just allow yourself to be in the present moment. And listen for what Spirit would like to do as you or through you in the coming year. I admit that I had been thinking about that for a couple of days. We had had a 24-hour vigil or a 12-hour vigil, prayer vigil before, and I had been inviting, what should I be focusing on in 2009? And so even though we were in neutral space, my brain already knew what I was going to write as my intention for 2009. And we got this little card, and that year we were giving ourselves permission to do something different. And I started writing when it was time to write and make my claim. I give myself permission. I swear to you, I wrote what I had been thinking of for the last couple of days because I was clear. It was affirmed in the spiritual practice. This is what I should be doing. And then I finished writing and I looked at the page. It did not say, the card, it did not say what I knew I had written. It said, I give myself permission to be the voice and guide for inclusion in new thought. And I looked at it, and I was like, I did not write that. I didn't write that. And so I started to cross it out, but I didn't, because I've learned a few things since I've been here. And then I got home, and I changed it. I didn't change it back to where I started, but it said, I am the voice and guide for inclusion in new thought in America. And I said, I can't be the voice and guide. I can't be the voice and guide. I can be a voice and guide. And so I crossed out the and put a voice and guide. And where it said in America, I crossed that out and just put the period of, because America felt just so big, like the whole country. Well, yeah, I can't deal with that. And so this divine urge was there. I recognized it. I don't know, some of you may have those moments where you think you're smarter than God too. I know better. I can't be the voice. I can be a voice. And yeah, over the whole country, I don't know. I'll be a voice, and I'll touch whoever I touch, whatever happens. And it was crazy because I did keep working with it. And when I crossed out the and put a, I got a very clear, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. The voice. And then in a meditation the next day, what happened was I received some clarity because clearly I was struggling with the assignment. And so the clarity came as I said, I am the voice and guide. I am that I am. I am the voice and guide for inclusion in new thought. And I will be speaking and writing and teaching through you. And I was like, oh, I am doesn't mean Tracy, like this physical body is the queen of the universe. I mean, I am kinda, but but it's like, oh, I don't have to take the responsibility for it. I just need to get out of the way like I do when I do a treatment or like I do when I'm in spiritual practice. Oh, my spiritual practice is in the way that I live to let the I am use me in order to be a voice for inclusion, in order to guide people who want to be more inclusive. Oh, because Ernest Holmes also said this, desire is spirit's impulse. Spirit's impulse to be or to express or to experience life through me as the individualized expression I have been designed to be. It's like, get that bloated nothingness out of the way. You are a vessel for this. And I hope you're thinking about, what are you a vessel for? Because the truth is that the infinite intelligence that we call God or Spirit or love or 188 other names, the truth is that it can only do what it does through each one of us saying yes to that innate desire that it has planted within us to be who we have come here to be. Now, maybe everything that I've said about my experience, maybe you're sitting there going, what is she doing up there talking? Seems like she has a problem following instructions, and, I don't have that problem. But my guess is that more often than not, we miss the subtle messages. So as we are this month thinking about and talking about creating a life and being on the journey of life, creating a life intentionally, consciously, it becomes imperative for us to not be pushed by pain to move forward, to do things because we're hurting or because there's been a disaster, and to instead of being pushed by the pain of what's not working, to shift our attention to what is that desire that is seeking to express through me? What is that pain allowing me or inviting me to tap into that then allows me to have a clear vision for who I am to be in the world and how I am to be in the world? And so when we stop being motivated to speak, to act, to do, to give from a pain point, we actually shift into the vision of who we have come here to be, and that pulls us forward in a positive way in order for us to have the impact that we want to have. And we want to have that impact even though we didn't always, or from the beginning, understand it. We will have the impact because we are having the impact of the divine acting through us. So with all of my hesitation with the instruction, or maybe the invitation, depending on how you look at it, to be the voice and guide for inclusion within New Thought in America, 2009 was a long time ago. I didn't do anything with it for at least 6 months except keep taking it in because it felt too big. It felt like something that I couldn't do, really, honestly. And I understood it, I got it. I wasn't really fighting it after that first weekend, but I didn't get it. I didn't know what that meant. What am I supposed to do? And then about 6 months later, I got a name for a brand. And then about 3 months after that, it just came to me, someone gave me an opportunity, and I realized, oh, this is for me to take a baby step to show up in that way. And then 6 months or a year after, 6 months to a year after that, I got invited to speak at a national conference that was related to New Thought, Science of Mind and New Thought, specifically about that topic. And little things began to build. But it took 10 years before I wrote the book Stained Glass Spirit, Becoming a Spiritual Community Where Oneness Does Not Require Sameness. But it was step by step, the vision began to pull me, versus me pushing or being kicked in the back and pushed by someone or myself, forcing me to go after that goal from a place of fear or pain. And so it's important to open yourself to the desire and then let that vision guide you. And the only way you can do that is to challenge yourself to answer this question. What is your deepest desire? What is that deep desire within you that has been planted by the universe for you to take action on, for you to make a difference with? What is your deepest desire? And at different stages of your life, it might shift. To a certain degree, this question reminded me this morning as I was thinking about what's your deepest desire? And you might have more than one. Some of us do. But what's your deepest desire? Even if it seems impossible. Is that spirit whispering in your ear, I have made you specifically for this? Everything that has happened up till now has been to prepare you for this. And are you willing to say yes to that deepest desire? Are you willing to even look at it and be open to identifying it? It reminds me, or this, as I was saying this morning when I was going through the slides one last time, it's like so often in our world today, in contemporary 21st century, in spiritual communities, I hear people saying, I should know my purpose. We have built this whole drama around knowing your purpose and living your purpose. I'm going to invite you to shift to what is the desire that Spirit has planted in or is seeking to express through me. Because we have created a different definition for purpose. I love being able to quote Dr. Petra multiple times today. And can you just hear in her voice, those of you who know her? So many people don't know, or they pretend they don't know. Or so many people, they just aren't willing to go for what they know is their deepest desire, their purpose, their opportunity to gift God into life. So many people don't know, pretend they don't know, or are not willing to go for what they know is their deepest desire. And that might be as broad as your deepest desires to live a fulfilled, meaningful, and fully expressed life, instead of living in a small box and putting all these boundaries around yourself about what you can and cannot do, even though there's a big vision over there. So ask yourself, if you haven't already, what is your deepest desire? And if you believed all of the universe, spirit, and spiritual law is here to support you in that, what would you do differently? If you really believed what we teach, if you really believe that the universe has got your back, if you really believe that you are here to manifest the glory of the divine, if you believe any of that, if you truly believe it, what would you be doing differently? It's very quiet in here. That's okay. I have a long list that I made last night of what I would be doing differently. And so I invite you to join me in just knowing what that is for you and committing to make the change. Because it requires us to change ourselves if we want to show up differently, if we want to have a different impact in the world. I know what my list is. I'm not going to ask you to tell everybody your list, because the only one who really needs to know is who? Right? You're the only one who needs to know. You're the only one who needs to know. You're the only one who needs to know what is yours to do to actually create the life that you love, that has an immediate and long-lasting legacy-making impact in the world. Howard Thurman reminds us, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and then go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. You come alive when you follow your deepest desires. You come alive when you say yes to the message and the meaning of Spirit's highest vision for you. You come alive when you decide that you can be your best and your deepest dreams can be reality. Are you willing to do that with me this week? All right, let's do it.
Okay, y'all. Oh, hello. You know how Spirit speaks to me through songs? If you believe within your heart, you'll know. Okay. And with that, we're going to do our offering. And let's see. Yes, there it is. We'll do our abundance affirmation together. It says, I confidently affirm divine intelligence is guiding and directing all situations, and I am open to new ideas and new adventures of prosperity. I know CSLDallas and our community are guided and directed by divine intelligence. We are thriving and prospering as we joyfully accept our abundance, and so it is. And you can give in many ways online by sending a check, putting it in the cash basket right now. And we would like to welcome all our new visitors. If you're here for the first time or you're online, welcome. We're glad you're here. And if you haven't received a free gift yet, please chat with one of our greeters, and they'll be happy to give you one. And inside the bag, you'll find a Connect card. We'd love to stay in touch, so fill out the card and be connected and learn about all the events and activities. And if you're online, there's a link posted right now in the chat box, so you can get connected too. Once you've filled it out, there'll be a free gift headed your way. Now, tomorrow starts Inward Journey. This is as tomorrow, Monday. So this course is a 9-month deep dive into what you know, what you believe, and how you are applying it in your life. This course takes everything you've learned and deepens it in a way of living, all while examining your life and purpose and future. For those of you who have been studying Science of Mind and have 6 courses under your belt, this is the ultimate opportunity to transform your life. This 27-week course does require prerequisites, so learn more and register. You can go to the website, and it is, again, called Inward Journey. You can also join CSL Dallas for an exclusive screening of The Eternal Song, a powerful and visually stunning documentary that takes you on a global journey through indigenous cultures, ancestral wisdom, and the ongoing impact of colonization on cultures, on our climate, and on our future. This will be a powerful movie night, including fresh popcorn and snacks, followed by an insightful conversation as a community, and it's facilitated by Dr. Petra. Tickets are $10 on Friday, October 10th at 7 p.m. in person only, and you can register online at csldallas.org/events or buy tickets at the door. The doors will open at 6:30 p.m. And here to let you know how to get involved in person or online as a volunteer at CSL Dallas is Jeff Richardson. So come on up, Jeff, and tell us all about our online engagement team and the volunteer fair.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Jeff Richardson, and over a year ago, we started the online engagement team to expand the feeling that all of you get when you show up here to all of those people that are online. There. You know, so often we forget that many of these people don't have this opportunity to connect in person and don't have somebody to share that experience or that spiritual journey with. So what we do is try to make the online experience, more meaningful and impactful. Great example of that is Peggy Roberts is on our team. She also runs the ritual team. So now it's like, hey, how do we make rituals that we do here even more meaningful for the people that are online? And we're constantly looking for new ways. This past Wednesday, we actually went and did a a virtual online meditation. And this fall, we're going to do some online sanghas. So finding new and different ways. Some of it's an experiment. Some things works and some things haven't. But we're constantly looking for new people to help us to come up with ideas and help to expand that engagement. And don't worry, you don't need any of that technology experience. And that goes for all of the activities and all the opportunities that you're going to see out in Barong Lounge. This isn't about, volunteering. We use the term sacred service because that's one of our spiritual practices. It's taking what we've learned and putting that into practice in ways that serves this community. If you want to give Dr. Petra an amazing going away gift, help to make this organization continue to thrive by taking what you've learned from her over all these years and showing how to put that into work in sacred service. Because many hands makes happy hearts. Thank you.
And thank you all for being here in community with us. Stand as you're able, and let's sing it out with the music team.
All together, hand in hand, we see the light, we take a stand, and we are changing a whole new life for you and me. Take your past and set it free and share this blessing. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in. Truth come through you, make good flow to you, let joy renew you till we meet again. Say it again. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you, yeah. Breathe it in, oh yeah. Truth come through you, make good flow to you, let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be with you, love be with you, love be with
Thank you, everybody.